Helen Yee here with Eyes on the Game here at the UFC Hall of Fame on the red carpet, being joined by the legend Chuck Liddell. First off, though, looking at the class this year being inducted, what are your thoughts?
You know, I haven't seen actually who's being inducted this time, so it's going to be all a surprise to me.
Oh, really? Do you want to know, or do you want to be surprised? Like, for example, Matt Serra, Ronda Rousey being the first woman to be inducted. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I think it's awesome for her. She did a lot for women's MMA. You know, she brought it to the forefront, and her contribution will always be huge in the sport.
Well, speaking of being big in the sport, the other day, big fight announced. You and Tito, the third time you guys will be fighting. First off, is there a set date? Because when I asked him, he said sometime in the fall. Have you guys come to an agreement?
There's no date yet. We finally came to an agreement that we're going to fight, and so now they're looking for a venue and the date.
When I spoke to him the other day, he said that like he's taking this very personal. Are you taking it that personally as well, or do you kind of see it as, you know what, I'm just approaching it as another fight and whatnot?
Oh, I don't like him. I never have. And he just continues to prove why I don't like him all the time. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not an emotional fighter. He is. But you know, I think it clouds your judgment when you're fighting. So I'm not an emotional fighter, but it helps me get prepared. I will be completely prepared for this fight. I'll be ready to go, and he'll get the best Chuck Liddell.
And how long have you been training for?
Well, we haven't started training camp yet. But I mean, I've been training, getting ready for about a year now. Okay. So I started ramping up when he started saying stuff a while back, and then I just started training again, getting in shape and kind of seeing how I felt.
How long have you had that itch to want to get back in there?
You know, I've always missed it. I love fighting. It's my favorite thing in the world, and I miss everything about the fight game. So I always wanted to go back, but you know, I needed a spark, and he finally, no surprise, he got me to come out.
Now, who will be helping you prepare for this fight? Do you have anyone in mind that you want to bring in, and also coaches and team?
Well, of course, Hackerman was always my coach, and then I got a few other guys. I mean, a few other guys I'm working with now, and I haven't put together a team yet for camp yet, but we'll get it together soon.
And what are your thoughts on Golden Boy MMA? And I know you guys will be on the inaugural card. So what do you think of that and Oscar De La Hoya?
Oh, I think it's great. It's very exciting for me to be involved in this, and I'm looking for great things.
Yeah. And lastly, watching Tito's last fights, what are your thoughts on that?
I wasn't impressed. He hasn't impressed me in a long time fighting. So, and I just saw him doing some bag work the other day, or mitt work the other day, and that was terrible. So you know, if that's what he's got for me, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.